Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Kent State's offense will get the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Looking for a man. It's Ulatowski. Gets away from one. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off play action. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on it.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. To the air, it's Newman. He's got his man.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Okay.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. The give on the inside. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. The QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds in the end zone. Touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Ulatowski. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement here from the tight end. Now the play fake. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Coming after it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Garcia. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? It's complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both...
They had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Pressure coming. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Ulatowski. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs are marching down the field. From the gun, looking for a man. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Dogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the golden flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The give is to Garcia. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Gutowski. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Bulls his way forward. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's looking for a man on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Fires left. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? The 40, the 30, he's at the 20. Touchdown, Kent State. And the defense doing work.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee.
I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9 just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now on 2nd down. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Newman. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pulls and fires complete. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the golden flashes, racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete downfield. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Looking to pass. It's Gulatowski. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. And the Bulldogs will keep this drive going. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Dogs are rolling down the field.